When quiche is done right, there's no better brunch food. Hi, I'm Michelle from Cup of Zest, and today we are going to make a killer quiche that will be fantastic for your next brunch. Let's jump in. Let's start by rolling out our pie dough. You can use store-bought, you can use homemade, whatever makes you happy. You want this to be about 12 inches. Oops, that's fine. Almost there. Nice. All right, so you're gonna take your dough. I like to use this method to roll it up into our 9-inch pie pan. Just kind of fit this in here. Doesn't have to be perfect. What is that? We talk about like no perfection here anyways. Take some kitchen shears and just trim around the edge. I'm just gonna trim a little bit here. It's a little funky shape. Okay, so you're gonna tuck the edges under. Okay, and kind of smooth them out a little bit. All right, so this edge is smooth enough. You're gonna go ahead and just start crimping it. Whatever crimp you wanna use, I like this one. Gorgeous. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and dock our dough down. That's gonna help keep it from puffing up too much. So just use a fork. All right, so this looks great. We're gonna go ahead and pop it into the freezer for 15 minutes and then we'll bake it. All right, so our dough has been in the freezer for about 15 minutes. Now we're gonna blind bake this. Oven's at 400 degrees. Take a piece of parchment, crumple it up. It's gonna help lay in your pie dough a lot easier than if it wasn't crumpled. Then you're gonna take some pie weights, throw them all in there. Make them so they're like a nice little layer. You can totally use beans or rice. This is gonna go into the oven at 400 degrees on the bottom rack. And once it bakes for a little bit, we'll go ahead and take the weights out and let it bake some more. Cool? Cool. Now let's remove these pie weights and pop this back in the oven for a few minutes. Hot. That's hot. All right, so our dough is beautiful, blind baked. We're gonna go ahead and do a little egg wash on it. So we're gonna take the white of one egg. You know, I don't really like eggs, but I like quiche. We're gonna go ahead and put the yolk in our bowl. It's our mixing bowl for later. A little cleanup situation, messy Michelle. We're just gonna whisk this egg white. All right, hang out there. We're gonna brush it onto our warm pie dough. One nice little layer. This is acting like a little bit of a seal between the custard filling and the dough, so the dough doesn't get super soggy, because no one wants a soggy bottom. Gorge. All right, so this is gonna hang out until we need it when we put the custard in it. So let's do that now. Let's go ahead and cook some bacon now. Oh yeah. So we're just gonna cook this over medium-high heat until it gets crisp. I've already chopped it up so I don't have to crumble anything later. And yeah, smells good already. Bacon. If your pan starts to get too hot, you know, see that's going on there, you can deglaze it super carefully with a little bit of water. Fun trick, right? It's getting hot in here. All right, our bacon looks just about done. So let's go ahead and take it off the heat, right onto a paper towel lined dish. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pour off all but like a tablespoon of the fat. Don't want to smoke anything up over here. Then we're gonna add in our shallot. We got one shallot here. We're just gonna go ahead and saute this until it's nice and brown. Make sure to scrape up any of these little bacon bits here too, because you want to make sure that that gets into the shallot, and it's going to be so good. So good. Our pan's getting a little hot again. I'm just going to deglaze it a little bit. Here we go. You don't want to do it too much because we really don't want a lot of water in this mixture. We really don't want any water in this mixture, but you know, sometimes your pan just needs a little deglazing. All right, gorgeous. Let's go ahead and add in our garlic and all of our spinach, which I've already chopped up. Chopped spinach. There you go. And we're just gonna cook this until the spinach is fully wilted and there's really not any liquid left in the pan. All right, this looks good. Let's go ahead and turn off the heat. I'm gonna go ahead and season it with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. A little stir, yes, all right. Done. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add in 3 eggs with our extra yolk that we had saved from earlier. And we're just gonna whisk this really well. Then we're gonna add in 2 cups of half and half, about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Yum, love it. All of you goes in there, buddy. And a half a teaspoon each of salt and pepper. Just gonna eyeball the pepper. And we're just gonna mix this together. All right, next, let's layer up our quiche. So first we're gonna go ahead and put in the bacon. First we're gonna put in the bacon if I can actually handle it. A little bacon, and you know what? Just one nice little layer. A little bacon snack. And then we have our spinach and shallot and garlic mixture. That's gonna go right in here. Get all of that goodness in. And then 1 cup of shredded cheese. I'm using a sharp cheddar. I love sharp cheddar, but you can use, you know, any other cheese you want to try. And now our custard goes right on top. Yes. Beautiful. All right, so I got this on a baking sheet. It's gonna make it easier for me to pop it into the oven. It's gonna go on the bottom rack at 325 until the edges are just set and the center still has a jiggle. We'll check on it in a minute. Well, an hour or so. All right, our quiche is just out of the oven. You can see it still has like a nice little jiggle in the center. See that little guy? That's exactly what you want. And we need to let it cool completely, so patience is a virtue. Our quiche is cooled, so let's cut into it. Oh, looks so good. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This looks so good. Yes, this looks so delicious. And you know what's gonna go really well with? More brunch recipes, and maybe even a Bloody Mary bar, which you can find right here. All right, let's eat this. It's everything. Yes,